Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome Hiram Towle, the new general manager of Mount Ashland. Hiram, welcome.
Hey, Craig, thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Our pleasure. So I want to get to what an interesting time you're taking over the job. But first, you come a long way. Tell us a little about your background.
Yeah, you bet. So 3,200 miles we traveled
all
the way from Maine to come here. Yeah, it was quite a journey.
Yeah, and you worked at a mountain there. Tell us about how that will apply to Mount Ashland and you taking over as the GM.
Yeah, I did. I worked at a resort in Newry, Maine. It's called Sunday River, and Sunday River is one of the larger resorts on the East Coast. Did over 500,000 skier visits a year. And I'd say what prepared me there was 12 years of doing a little bit of everything in the ski business to run a safe and successful resort.
And you're, as I mentioned, taking over certainly possibly the most interesting time in the history of Mount Ashland. No season last year. Didn't open a single day.
Yep.
Incredibly frustrating for so many. Are you going to make snow for us?
I like to think that I brought the snow along, but there's only one way to get that, and it falls from the sky. And in terms of Mount Ashland, we don't have snowmaking, so we do rely on Mother Nature to provide. No, we're looking forward to a great season. I'm as excited as I've ever been. I mean, I see it as a great opportunity. You know, I don't see it as many challenges as there are opportunities, and that's why I'm here. I came all this way.
One every 50 plus years, you know, we can deal with those numbers. It's something you certainly can't count on. So in regards to it's September, it's months away possibly from the season. Hopefully we can start in November. You never know.
Right.
What are you guys doing now to prepare for the season?
Well, there's still a lot of preparation for our physical plant, to get the resort open. I mean, although we didn't open last year, there are still things that need to be done. And most of the preparation is actually in our marketing and pulling together ticket programs. That's the most exciting part, is we've introduced a $299 pass for college students. That launched before I even got here. That was underway. And looking at some just fun new programs. We have a thing called Carload Monday that we're going to be doing, where carload of people, up to 7, $99.
Wow.
So yeah, help reduce your carbon footprint and get a good deal on skiing. Come up and ski with your friends.
Very cool. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more with Hiram in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with the new general manager of Mount Ashland, Hiram Towle. So Hiram, coming into the job in the middle of summer, how do you approach this new gig as you gear up for the first season?
Well, a lot of it was listening and learning. Getting here. I haven't skied at the mountain, and the first time I saw it was back in July when I came for a visit, and fell in love with it right away. But really, it's really been learning, where those challenges are and try to find some things to overcome. Where we may have missed the mark in the past. So I would say the first 3 weeks have been to get through the learning process. We have a great staff that's already in place that's been keeping things running very smoothly, even through the difficult time. So they've helped me to land on my feet and start moving towards some great improvements.
Yeah, and speaking of improvements, can you put a timeline on, it's obviously a new job and you're still listening and learning, I'm sure. Is there a timeline for what you'd like to see happen in the future?
Yeah, well, as you know, we just did a recent survey, so we're kind of using those survey results to guide some of our efforts through the rest of this year and into this season. But yeah, it's I guess I'm just going to keep listening, and as we get suggestions from the community, we'll continue to make those changes. But really, in terms of a time frame, I think we have a lot of things that will be done just to get ready for the season, and that's what we're focused on now. But in terms of capital improvement and things, there have been things done over the summer, like the parking lot is coming to finishing that up with paving actually on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So guests will see that when they come. They'll see the improvements that we did on Sonnet, our beginner area. That's been toned down in terms of how steep it is, and it's been widened. So there's a lot of improvements that are already there that people didn't get to see last year, of course, and we'll see them this winter. Yeah,
and how do you approach expansion? I know you're just getting into this, so feel free. It's okay to answer broadly, but as you're new to the area, but there is a history, of course. Many people, environmentalists, are concerned with expansion in the watershed and all of that. But skiers and snowboarders, they want a bigger mountain.
Right. Yeah. It's a contentious issue, and obviously I've studied it deeply, and I still need to learn more before I'll weigh in. But I mean, the reality is we've got a resort it's 50 years old, and there's a lot of things to be done. the results of the survey showed clearly that people want improvements to the lifts that we have and the lodge that we have. So a lot of that is way out in the future and really not on my radar at this time, but certainly in the months to come, we'll be tackling that.
Well, Hiram, welcome to the area. Great to meet
Thanks
you.
a lot, Craig.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much.
your time.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.